Flying a model airplane is very, very difficult. It's like when you start to learn how to drive a car. My dad taught me to drive a car and steering it, and then you're looking down where the gears are and he's shouting, look at the road!
Tá daoine ag Eitilt I bPáirc an Fhionnuisce le breis agus 100 bliain in 1972 bunaíodh an Leinster Model Flying Club. Tá pilótaí, inaltóirí agus díograsóirí tar éis teacht le chéile ó gluain go gluain chuna cuid passion a roinnt.
Well, as a very young lad, I was fascinated with airplanes, always was. Airplanes and engines. Engines are huge. I was always interested in how an engine worked. I always got into trouble for getting presents when I was a kid and taking things apart. I was fascinated. What made it go round? What made it go whoop? What made it make that noise? Which my mum, if she was here, she'd tell you I got into a lot of trouble for taking things apart because at 6 or 7 I'd take it apart and I could never put it back together.
Where I grew up, there was a neighbour of mine, John Short, and I used to walk by his house and I'd see him with the garage door open and I'd see him with the planes, and I said I'd love to do that one day. I haven't looked back since. It's great. I love it. It's a wonderful hobby, and you meet some lovely people, and we've had great times up here in the Fhionnuisce Park. We're very lucky to have it.
The history of the park for airplanes goes back to 1912 when Vivian Hewitt landed just over here in a léiriú 11. He took off from Holyhead.
Ba é an ceanróidí Vivian Hewitt ón Ratan Bheag an chéad philóta riamh a deite leisteach go balla átha clia ó thar lear an 16 de bhí a bráin sa bhliain 1912 chuaigh sé Thros Cróga ó Holyhead trasna bhír éireann. Tar éis beagán níos mó ná uair an chlic san air, rinne Hewitt turling úntach I bPáirc an Fhionnuisce. Léirigh an chloch mhíle I dtosach stair na eitlíochta na féidireachtaí a bhaineann le Eitilt tras Conéil. Tá a éireacht le feiceáil inniu leis an Leinster Model Flying Club.
But model planes have been flying in the park. There's documented back to 1913.
The main thing about this hobby is safety. Safety, safety, safety. You have to be safe in what you're doing, you know, and it's a wonderful hobby, you can enjoy it, but it can be dangerous as well, you know, so everything is about safety. But yeah, it's the same as flying a real plane, so you could, if you had to, step in. Not that I'd like to, if stuff went wrong up there, but you could step in, you could do it. Yeah, you could, yeah.
My most rewarding part of airplanes is building them. I like getting a plan, which is just basically like a 2D piece of paper with all the different pieces on it, and then you have to source the wood, cut all the shapes, take them out, sand them, get them to the right shape and dimension, and glue them all in sequence. It's like, I suppose, someone that does animation would see that they can see the character emerge from the page. It's the same with the airplanes. You can see something you started with just strips of pieces of wood and bits of very small plywood actually comes like almost a living thing on the page, and you cover it and put all the little controls into it. But the most rewarding part is when the plane that you have built, you bring it to the park and it takes off and it flies wonderfully. It's very, very rewarding. That's the most rewarding part, seeing something you created take to the sky.